right, well, we're working on our videos here, trying to improve on our content that we're sending out there. This is the second spot I was at. First spot was a little unsuccessful. We fished some top water, fished a little swim bait. Here we are with a spy bait. Saw some fish down on one little brush pile. Throwing that spy bait out over top of them. Thought I'd see what they would do, and we hooked up on one. So it was a pretty good little spot. Wasn't real big, but we're just experimenting today, trying some different spots, trying some different things. And here we are. We'll swing him in the boat, get him up there, we'll get the hook out of him, try to keep me from getting hooked. That's the big thing. We don't want to be bleeding ourselves. We'll get the spy bait out of him there. This is a bait that I made, so this is a knockoff, the Duo Realis knockoff. It's between a size 90 and a 100. Swims pretty good, so I've started putting those out. There we are. That's what we're after. A few fish in the morning. Get him back in the water there. Get our hands rinsed off. See what we can do to move on. See if we can find some more. So this is a solo trip this morning. Tanner didn't come out with me. Here we are at a different spot. We had seen some blowing up. Had seen them hitting top around this marker. Of course, I throw around the marker a few times, and here I am throwing a swim bait, and wouldn't you know it, hung the swim bait on the bottom. So troll around over there, get past it so I can get it undone. I got another view off the chest cam that'll come up here in a minute. You can see it was a little more shallow than I anticipated. I did not anticipate it being as shallow as it was. So I got some dogs here in the background barking as I'm trying to speak on a recording. So here I am getting a little closer, and it comes loose. We'll get away from that, and here comes the chest cam video. So there we are, same cast out there off the chest cam. Gets hung, bam. Doesn't take it just a second to go in there. And I'll tell you guys what, this braid that I got on this rod, this is cast braid. I heard some guys talking about it and how well it casts, and you know, I've had some braid on here and didn't believe it. There you go, you see the bottom there. It got real shallow real quick. I was like, whew, got to get somewhere else. Anyway, back to that cast braid. That stuff is remarkable. I am a sure enough believer. So them guys at Cast have really got on to something with that, and I'll guarantee I can cast a lot further. I would say another 60 or 70 feet further than I could cast before. So I got freed up there, and here we are with a little top water. The fish had moved off to the side. I located some out here over a couple of brush piles, and throwing out there. Had one blow up on it one time. And this is with the I'm a Skimmer knockoff. This is a knockoff. Real good bait. You wouldn't be able to tell it was a knockoff. Throwing it out there. So I give it a couple of times here. I got some video on the chest cam with this too, where we can actually see what's going on with the blow-ups. Of course, I'm still learning how to edit these videos too, and maybe one day I'll figure out how to edit directly in that one spot right where the chest cam's at, so you can see the other view there. They'll get better as we go. So I figured they hit at the skimmer the first time, and that's that chrome skimmer. But I thought, well, maybe it's just a little larger for them. And I've got a riser tied on this other rod over here, and I'm going to give it a shot. A little smaller bait, a little different presentation. We get it out there and see what it's going to do. So throw it right back in close to the same spot, since they looked like they were wanting to come up and eat on the top. And this is one of the first few times I've started using the riser. So I hadn't been using it before, but it's as you see, first cast out there over top of them, I hook one up. So it's not a real big fish. We'll work on getting down the lake here in the next few weeks and see if we can catch some bigger ones. This is more mid-lake. It's not a bad fish though. Get it in the boat, you'll be able to see a little bit where they blow up on it, and then he gets hooked up off the chest cam. So he was hooked up pretty good with that thing. He got a full mouthful of hooks. Had to get the pliers to get them out. Keep from hooking myself. It's always a good start to things. So we'll check him out there on the thing, and we'll get a little chest cam view here going on. I had the scale in there, so I thought I'd weigh him. He wasn't real big, a little over a pound. But I had some recording on the video itself and didn't have to do voice recordings, but I've got some music playing in the background. I had a radio playing in there, and just to make sure that I'm not overwriting anybody or stepping on any toes with copyrights, I deleted the sound off of them and decided I'd do some voiceover here. That way we could avoid anybody wanting to be mad at me. That is not what we want to do. Get him weighed up here. Like I said, he weighed a little over a pound. He wasn't real big. Today I'm king of the 1-pounders. So here's our chest cam video. You see that chrome I'm a skimmer knockoff there. Throw it out. You'll be able to see the blow up on it. I thought we were on to something. This was the second time that day that we'd had some blow ups, and it's still early in the morning. So there he was blowing up. I kept it coming, but he never come back and got any more. I even sent it back out there for him to try again. So I was doing it a little slower presentation, little walk in action with that thing. But I have caught them on the skimmer. Walk it a little bit and then burn it across the top, so it skims. That you run it like a skimmer. Sometimes it'll dive down, and I've caught them that way. This day I was walking them a little bit, and I thought since they had been hitting it, they were doing pretty good. This is where I swapped that over to the riser, and actually throwing the riser on a spinning rod. So if you'll notice that BnT Outdoors, we make rods too. We got some custom rods. This is one of our custom rods. It's got those wind grips on it. The first time we used wind grips, most of our grips have been carbon. This is a little experimentation with wind grips, and we like them pretty good. Those wind grips got a real good feel. They're lightweight. Grip on them's nice. We get that riser thrown out there. It was chrome also. We pull it across the water. It has a little, you reel it slow over there, it has a little walking action on its own. And then we hook up on a fish right here. I mean, he just loaded it up. But this is one of our custom rods. This is a St. Croix blank. We get getting our blanks. This is a carbon 5 blank from Rod Geeks. Equivalent to a St. Croix Legend. A lot of our other rods are built on North Fork Composites blanks, which are obviously Gary Loomis's corporation. They do the rod blanks for G. Loomis. These have the St. Croix rods have a little different feel to them. I like both of them. They have both have their specialties. Here we are. We've moved over to a different spot and throwing a drop shot. I had swapped to a drop shot. I have never been much to use a drop shot. Heard a lot about it, and I'm trying to learn how to use it a little bit more. So obviously caught one, turned on my chest cam so we can get a different view. This one, caught on that drop shot, not a bad fish, down by some brush. That's actually one of our rods also. That's BnT Outdoors. It's another custom rod. This rod is built on North Fork Composites. So you'll be able to see it a little bit better on the chest cam video that we're going to swap over to. Here we go, chest cam video. The North Fork Composites blank. BnT Outdoors rod. Fuji guides, and it has it is all carbon. Rod weighs about 1.5 ounces. Does not weigh a whole lot. So we're really proud of the rods that we've been building. My underspin rod is also a BnT Outdoors custom. We get them in there, and if anybody wants a rod, we are available. We live here local on Lake Lanier. Learning how to fish a little more. We watch a lot of other guys and learning how to catch fish. Now, I can fish, just learning how to catch them. So we a little more productive when we get them. So this is actually another spot, and we're throwing a drop shot here. Again, wanting to learn more how to read the graphs. I was looking at 2D graphing here. Getting used to being able to read, see my bait on the graph, see the fish coming over there after it, and read how they're acting there. So we're learning as we go. Learning as we go. Caught a bunch of fish on crankbait previously, not today, but previously, and trying some new presentations. Seeing what we can get going on. So here, just feeling our way with the drop shot there, making sure I can see it, the bait. I had somebody tell me when I was fishing drop shot, I was fishing it too fast. So I slowed down this day and was successful. Caught more fish on it that way. I didn't get a recording of all the fish that I caught this day. We probably caught a dozen. I was out there about 3 hours. Caught about a dozen fish. Caught one small striper. I didn't get it on video, but we did catch a small striper. This is another spot we got. Again, not a big one. I did weigh it. I'll get it unhooked. We'll flip over to the chest cam video. Here's the chest cam video. You see that drop shot rod again. It's got that Shimano reel. All of my reels are Shimano. Well, I say all of them. That is not correct. I think I've got 2 or 3 loose spinning reels, but all of my bait casters are Shimano, and the newer spinning reels that I've got are Shimano. I've got a couple of old Shimano spinning reels also that the drags needs to be redone, but I don't have any new clutches or the bushings for the drag to be able to redo it. I have to get some of those. So a little more video here of that same drop shot fish that we caught. Again, the fish today weren't big, but hey, it's exciting. It's catching a fish. That's what we want to do. Get those fish caught. Wiggle it just a little. Don't really move the bait out from anywhere. It's still sitting right there in that one spot. There's a brush pile I'm off to the right of here at this spot, and as I wiggle it, you feel them hook up. Just raise up and reel. That little drop shot hook, man, it hooks them right up. So we was using the drop shot. I think that's a 3/16 ounce drop shot weight that's on there, and that little oxblood colored worm that we're using had success on that thing. It's a robo worm, oxblood. It did what it's supposed to do. This fish here, he was hooked. He swallowed that thing. Hooked him down in there to get the pliers to get it out. We get it out, get him weighed up, put him back. He weighed a little over 1 pound too. So not the grown ones we're after, but still, like I said, it is a fish. We're happy to be catching fish. Out here in nature, spending time, enjoying the surroundings, catching a few fish. It's just relaxing. You know, it's a release from day to day, and it's enjoyable. Again, my son Tanner is normally with me. He's not with me this day. Sometimes my wife's out here with me. They had things they were doing that day, and couldn't join me on the boat, so I went out for a few hours by myself. And that was the end of our day. So here's a little ride back in the boat, eating my Nutty Buddy. Little snack on the way as we head back to the ramp. Like I said, we got about 3 hours of fishing in. We got about 20 minutes of video here. Out of the 3 hours, a few of the fish we caught. Just some of the highlights for the day. We'll work on our content, see if we can improve the content that we're providing, get our sound worked out, and hopefully we get some better sound we can use. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. We'll grow the channel, see if we can provide some more content, give you guys that maybe aren't able to get out on the lake or join us out there, a little content to be able to watch, and maybe some things that work for me that could work for you too, and as you get out there, give you some enjoyment. and maybe bless somebody with the content that we have. You know, we go out there and enjoy what the Lord's provided for us, and enjoy the fellowship that we have when we get there. You know, we started fishing a few tournaments this year, and enjoy the camaraderie and just the fellowship at those. We do more donating than anything else, but hey, it ain't. We want to win a few, but it ain't all about winning. You know, it's about enjoying what the Lord's allowed us to do, and getting to build friendships and meet new people and expand our horizons a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As we head back to the ramp here, we'll get the boat loaded up, get back in, spend a little time with the family this afternoon, and just enjoy y'all's day as much as I'm going to enjoy mine. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as we come back in here to the ramp and get ready to load this boat, you guys just know there are lots of things out there for us to enjoy the Lord's provided. We just need to make sure that we slow down and notice what is there, and just enjoy what we have every day. Thank you, guys. We will catch you on the next one.